Good morning everybody, welcome to another Beyond the Build vlog with Chris and Chris down here at Macduff Aquarium. So welcome, it's been a while, and the reason for that is because we've not been able to get down here onto site as easily as previously. There's been lots and lots of stuff going on, lots of guys on site. It's been really busy, and actually a lot of the changes have been quite gradual this time round as well, not like the big framework going up which is really obvious and really quick. This has been more gradual stuff. So if you want to follow me through into what will be our reception area, and we'll see what's going on. So as you can see, we've got more than just an empty shell now. We're looking at framing. It's called SFS, Steel Framework System or something like that, Chris, is it?
That's the one.
Yeah, and it's
another acronym we've had to learn.
Going all the way around the edges. It's bordered onto all the windows, and it will be used as a framework for the cladding on the outside, which will be going up shortly in the next couple of weeks to make the building, hopefully, wind and watertight. So as you can see, the internal structure is now coming to shape. And you can see that we've got partial walls, we've got some of it's been plasterboarded and started to get aims taped and whatnot, but it gives you an idea of the scale of every single room, whereas before it was just this huge open space, and now you can actually see, although it's full of stuff, it gives you an idea of the size of it. So yeah, we're standing just now in the new shop, and the reception will be roughly where the camera is, and then walking through here, you'll get this view of our main shop window again, which you might remember was above the reception desk in the old building. So things are the same, but they're also very different.
Apologies for the glass, it needs cleaning, but there's no point cleaning it at the moment.
Yeah, dust everywhere at the moment. So, but as you can see, it's if you come in this way, Chris, you can get a bit of an idea of sort of the amount of construction going in for all these walls and doors and whatnot. Space for the doors anyway, no doors in place yet, but yeah, lots of work. Oh yeah, and if you pan up, good idea. Lots of time being spent on these ducting for the cable trays and the ducting for the air handling system, which is going to make the building run a lot more cheaply than before, hopefully anyway, and hopefully it has a really nice temperature too. So yeah, tons of work. Hi guys, so we thought we'd give a little update on what's happened internally. So most of it's been kind of small, gradual changes, but there have been some larger changes inside too, one of which is right behind Chris. So this is the door I'm standing at here from the shop coming into our first area 1 as we called it. The estuary tank over here is still there. However, much of the other things in this zone are not still here. I am standing right where that big TV screen would be. If you remember, it's a sort of 2 metre, 3 metre across TV screen. This was all a massive piece of fake rockwork, like a cliff, with our seals on one side and our organic cam over here and some model birds as well. That entire section of fake rockwork has been taken down, and it makes this room absolutely huge and very echoey, and it feels really weird for us. We used to have to walk right the way around the estuary tank, all the way past our display of rubbish, and out through past the splash tank there, and now it's fully open. It's not going to stay fully open, of course, but it's not going to look the same at all as it was before. So yeah, big changes in this room. I don't know if you can see, but they've also done the ducting and the cable trays up top there. Keep all the what's that stuff called? Technical bits and bobs, Chris. That's what I'll call it.
M&E,
out of the way. M&E. That's it. That's what I said. Let's go through and have a look in this section too. Once again, tanks are still the same. So splash tank, which is not splashing at the moment.
It's not splashing at the moment.
However, you might notice that this whole section above the splash tank has also been removed. This was fake rockwork as well. It sort of continued on through from area 1 there. And you can see this whole section here, all the way around down here, has been chopped out by the demolition guys to make these individual tanks much more sort of neat and tidy. We're going to have theming still in the tanks, so it looks as realistic as possible. But we've removed all this huge chunk of theming around the outside, so it's going to be quite a visual difference in here. Of course, the flooring and everything's been ripped up. That will all be getting changed. The fronts of all these tanks are going to look very different by the time it's finished as well. So yeah, this area is it's halfway done, I think you'd call it, wouldn't you, Chris? Because we've removed all the old stuff we're not keeping, but we haven't done any of the new stuff yet. So keep your eyes peeled on this
new
zone.
Stuff to go in there, some of which we're not going to tell you anything about until...
Yeah, you just have to pay your money and come and see it, I'm afraid, yeah. Just as an aside, you might notice a few of the tanks have got wooden frameworks over the top. That's the guys, when they're working, they need to be able to cover these tanks up in case they're either working above water or to stop stuff dropping down. You know, they're bashing holes in walls, they're screwing things into the ceiling, so bits of plasterboard and bits of rubble are dropping down in dust. And so they cover up the tanks for us to make sure that no nasty stuff gets into the tanks, so the fish are happy and healthy. And then when they're finished, they remove the lid so we can still access them, but the frames are in place just in case they need to cover them up again. So that's a really good thing to help keep these animals happy and safe.
It's Baltic out here, Chris.
It's really cold.
It's chilly, but they have been working out here too, and we've now got the start of more pathways, which are going to link onto the pathway that's already been done as part of an earlier project. But as you'll see, we've now got some mounds. So there's some mounding which is going to have grass and coastal plants and things on it.
If I come down there, so yeah, big mound there, Chris, and then the old path, as you say.
Yep, and then there's a larger mound on
this.
this.
Won't be staying there, will it?
Won't be staying there, no. No, it'll be close, but yeah, it won't be staying there. Yeah, the mound here is going to be, it's going to have matting and such like on it, so the kids can run up and down it, and we'll have some play equipment dotted around, which will be really nice. But yeah, the building out the back here is looking really pretty and clean. It's just been painted, so it's had its last kind of course of harling applied to it. So that's the colour it's going to stay now. And then they're going to paint the existing building to match that white.
Yeah, it looks clean, doesn't it?
Later in the project, but yeah, it's clean and really nice. So yeah, a lot of landscaping work still to be done out here before the start of spring.
Area 5, this is what we used to call our ray pool. I'm swimming in it right now. There was a bridge up over here, and the two smaller tanks either side are where our seahorses used to live, and the little mini rec tank. And as you can see, it's all gone. So this area looks very, very different as well, and it's getting some substantial changes in here, which I think we've mentioned in previous vlogs. We're not going to show you exactly, but there are some chunks of tank over here. So that's part of the new tank system that's going in this.
Sorry, I can't show you that yet.
You maybe remember there used to be what we called the mezzanine. It was like a little platform running across the top of there. That's all been ripped out, and it will be getting replaced, but a slightly different look to it as well. And I'm not going to go into much more of that either. The ray pool, as I say, is gone. We're getting a new one, and it's not going to be called the ray pool. It's going to be called something else. We're not sure yet. I'm calling it the skate park at the moment because it's going to have skate in it, we hope. But anyway, so it's coming in this corner section over here. Once again, not going to tell you much more about that just now. You just have to wait and see. But yeah, quite substantial changes in this room. This is probably the area of the building, the old building, which is going to have the most visual difference to it by the time it's finished. You might also notice that there is now, where there used to be a wall here, there is now no wall. We're using as a temporary store for our dive gear. But yeah, this is all getting changed. The way you walk out of the building is going to be a new direction to go around as well, a new route to take, which will be quite a big change. Yeah, and we can't show you further because the doors are blocked off to that section. So that's us for now, I think. Here we are upstairs, and it's the same as downstairs in that it looks totally different now. We've got a floor. We didn't have that last time we showed you guys anything, so there's now a concrete floor in place. You'll see there's same downstairs, we've got our SFS and we've got our plasterboard up to show you where the rooms roughly are going. So for instance in here, this will be the kitchen. There's some toilets at the back there, there's all sort of staff zone, there's cold storage. So yeah, really nice big kitchen in here for whoever takes it on. So, and then through there is the restaurant itself. So you'll see there's quite a lot of space where all these piles of plasterboard, etc. are.
What we'll do is we're going to walk down the corridor where you will come. So from the stairs you'll walk down here and then a set of doors into the restaurant space to be greeted by the view, which unfortunately is beautiful
a bit choppy
in its
wildness.
Yes. Yeah.
So this is still indoors. This is outdoors, so there'll be a sliding door here, or a door, can't remember if it's sliding. And this will be decked, and it'll be an outdoor area that you can come out. There'll be some information panels up on the wall, the barriers here, looking out, telling you roughly what's going on in the Moray Firth here, but a spectacular view. And on a day like this, it's nice to be close, but not too close to the sea, because as you can see, some big rollers coming in there. Yeah, spectacular, isn't it? Yeah, so that's us. Let's go back inside, Chris. It's freezing.
It is.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, and we'll pop up another one at some point in the future. Cheers.
Catch you later.